Frequently asked question number one about leasing. What happens to my trade equity in a lease because I don't own my car? Well, that's true. You don't own your car. The leasing company owns your car. But let's talk about trade equity first. Trade equity. Trade equity is defined as what your car is actually worth versus what you actually owe on it. And in some cases, we have positive equity. The car is worth more than what you owe. But in most cases, what you'll find is you have negative equity. In other words, your car is actually worth less than what you actually owe on it. Especially if you're financing a car for 5, 6, 7 years or more, and you want to trade that car after, say, 3 or 4 years. Well, let's take leasing, for instance. You lease a car for 4 years, and you want to get out of that car after 4 years. You don't have to worry about trade equity, because on a lease, the lease end value of that car is set at the start. So you don't have to worry that your car is going to be worth less than that, because it's guaranteed. So if the car is actually worth less, then that's the leasing company's problem. It goes back to the leasing company, you can get your next vehicle. Now, if your car is actually worth more than what the lease end option is, then you can actually use that equity also towards your next purchase. So leasing is really a great option that way. It's much less stressful at the end when you're dealing with your trade value, because you don't have to worry about getting the vehicle appraised, getting it paid out at the bank, and seeing what that trade equity is. It's set at the start. So leasing is a great option, especially if you're looking to get into a new vehicle, say every 3 or 4 years.